Hello everyone, it's Remi-Chan, and you might be wondering what the fuck is this on the screen? Oh, it is my physical space. This is yeah, my eraser. Oh, yeah, it's my eraser. Yeah, there we go. Just a cheapy one I got from an art workshop. Sorry, an art supply store, and my mechanical pencil. Very heavy duty, proper mechanical pencil. Very nice thick lead. It's like the best kind of thing for drawing. And yes, today I'm gonna do an art stream, but not just my usual kind of art stream where I just draw, with my tablet over. Hang on. And you'll see I've got my tablet over here, my drawing tablet. That will come into play later. For now, you might be wondering, well, wait, what's this keyboard gonna help? It's not. I just had it here while I was doing stuff on the PC, but we don't need it anymore. We can go down there. Ah! No, I don't want to move these one lines. Cancel. I accidentally hit a key. I don't even know what I did. I'm gonna put some light on here. Get some light. Okay. Now, you fucking mind, buddy? Hang on. My everything's trying to come up to me at once. I just need the fucking artboard though. Okay. Okay, here's my sketchbook. There's a lot of stuff in here already. I actually drew this just yesterday when I was showing my. Hang on, what am I doing? I actually just drew this yesterday while I was showing my friends my process, which is basically like I don't use construction lines pretty much at all. I mostly just go for it. So yeah, this was a character. And it's a pretty new character. It's actually the character we're going to draw today, but not this version of them. That was just another sketch to get like the basic idea down. And yeah, we're actually gonna do it on the opposite end of the book because yeah, this is I've got two sections of this book. So from the front cover, you enter, you have a silly image of me just laughing at my own stupidity, and then me just warning you about lewd stuff ahead because there's a lewd side. So we're actually gonna go from the back. So for example, this is where stuff like here's where I draw characters like Thewi, and loads of other concepts. Like so. Star Angel Angelica, yada yada. So I'm just gonna find a blank page. There's not many left because I have well and truly used a lot of the paper, the free paper in this one. Okay, I'm just gonna have to look through these real quick. Come here. No, that's got stuff on it. It's got stuff on it. Whoa. Too much. There we go. Okay. Again, it's only got a small image on it. I could just drop it out if we get desperate, but I'd rather not. Here we go. Blank. Okay. Just gonna sit up properly. 1 second. Oh, if I sound weird, it's because I have got a cold right now. So don't mind that. I'll try my best to make it as ignorable as possible. Alrighty. Can't move that any further back, can I? No, not really. Okay. So I've got this monitor stand here, and my webcam is right there on top of my monitor. Actually, see here on my screen. Now I go fix that. As you can see, I don't have much space to work with, so I basically have to do this on an elevation. Put it there. Alright. So, here's basically like how I draw things. So typically I just decide on a starting point for the thing I'm going to draw. Just go from there. So for example, I'm going to start with the fringe of the hair. In this case, yeah. And yeah, just go ham doing that. So yeah, as you can see, I've got getting a basic fringe line going on here. Doing a very basic ear to begin with, like an elephant ear. There you go, so you can see I've got an ear in now. I'm not sure how else is going to go, because I kind of goofed on all of this. What I'm going to do is actually just rub out a bunch of these bangs here, because that's way too wide. It's going to make the head way too wide, and I have a problem with making wide heads as it is. Now I'm drawing a neckline, and the like stuff that accompanies that. Just working out basic like stuff, but yeah, as you can see, I don't really use guides or references. I'm just basically going for it as is. Nose, oh, anime nose. I draw on the face details later once I've gotten everything else sorted, so I make sure I don't have any. This character's hair is very messy, very unkempt. Like it's tied at the back. So we have these like impression lines to give it that look, like so. Now, apologies for the shit lighting. It is 2:48 AM at night right now, so if it seems like this is a bit weird lighting, it's because it is. Also, don't mind the weird scab on my hand here. I was playing around, swinging sticks around like an idiot, like I'm an anime character or something, and injured myself a little bit. And there as well, that one's basically cured up. But yeah. I'm trying to remember this character. Right, she's got big, she's got horns coming out here. I forgot, yeah, this character is actually a horned character. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna do that. Hopefully that's about right. I'll just, yeah, I prefer that, yeah. Right. Just fixing up the width of the horns. Now, this is only a draft, so it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm already probably putting more effort into this than I really need to, but it is what it is. Now I'm doing the tail at the back. Oh, I just realised that is way out of kilter. One sec. Not hard to fix, just... Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing very basic, like, just sketchy lines to give her some texture. Hang on, just using the light so I can see a bit better. My own vision ability to see is not that great, so got pretty bad eyesight. And yeah, this lighting here, it's great for you guys, it's not so good for me. But yeah, also there's a bit of a diffusion blur on my webcam. It's not the most expensive one in the world. I mean, one sec. I mean, it was pretty cheap, but like my VTuber rigging job was like 100, and then the other things I had to set up for it was like less than like 40 bucks. Um, so yeah, like getting this was $160. This webcam here. It's a called a stream cam. It's by Logitech. It's been really reliable. So this is a very minor problem it has. It's got a very high light diffusion, which works for some things, and it's great for webcam. But I just yeah. Right, horn detail. So there's something I really like doing with horns. Not just adding first doing the like textural bands just to say that yeah, this is a horn of a thing. I don't often draw horns, but when I do, I usually do these kind of horns, and then I just add a cloth wrap around them. You'll see this in Dementia's design as well, and it leads into a little like offcut usually, or a long offcut in Dementia's case. Hers are very overdone. Having trouble seeing still. You see, there's that texture. We go. Then again, I have a piece of cloth wrapped around it, pretty much like tinsel. And again, offcut just goes like that. There we go. Alright, so this character's got a pretty complex outfit. And it's sporting some hecka on the boobs, so... Right, I've got the brooch or clasp for her, like, cape thing here. Not scarf, I guess. Alright, and in that brooch we have the V. Alright. I'm just doing this from complete memory, by the way. I've drawn this character a few times now. So this, yeah. Oops. So what I really want to do with this character is have him, like, have a perspective thing where as we get closer to the bottom of their character, they get more small, like, perspectively. But that's a difficult thing to do, so we'll see how we manage. So basically what I'm going to have to do is just do the top half of the character, like the top part of the character on this, and then just add their details on in the program I use, which will be Paint Tool Sci, to draw the rest of her. It's no secret I've become pretty decent at midriffs lately. So yeah, she's got a pretty hectic midriff, this girl, and under boob. She's also like the first fifth dimensional being we've seen, like, in the flesh. Or at least as far as we can see them anyway, because the whole law of fifth dimensional beings is like fourth dimensional beings. We're not really able to comprehend them, because they're from the fourth plane of existence. For example, fourth dimensional beings are literally four dimensional. And anything above that just is brain busting, absolutely fucking brain busting. And destroying under boob. Fun. Alright, so I'm gonna have her here, pointed out. I can't remember what the exact detailing of her sleeve is. I remember she's got an asymmetrical outfit. So I'm mostly just gonna leave those till when I have a reference up on screen. I could go get one now. I might just do that real quick. Because I have drawn this character before. Portfolio, additional scans. Nero. Or N for Nero. That's P. M, and here we go. Almost there. Here we go, Nero full body. Open with photos, here we go. Just don't need to be that wide, just wide, there we go. Okay. Alright, so I was a bit wrong with that. Alrighty, back to the drawing. Haha. I'm just going to keep this up on screen so I won't be able to look at my webcam all the time. But that's fine. Okay. Right, so this one, anything I need to do is that thing. Okay, it's got a Miko hem. And then emerging from that is another sleeve. Okay. My hand's way too small, what the hell? Is that like baby hand? There we go. Oops. Oh, that was weird. There we go. This looks weird as hell, but I'll fix it all up in post when I get into Psy. Yeah, that first finger's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Yeah, that's be better. Yeah, the head's too big for the rest of the body. But these are all things I can just... I like to have the head big so I can actually properly do the facial details. And this character has pretty complex facial details as well. Right, speaking of details though, I've got to get this emblem on her left panel here. Yeah, it's a hell of an emblem. There we go. See, very complex, that one. That should be more like that, too. There we go. Okay, now for her face and all her details there. Okay, so her eyes are also, because it's 5th dimension, eyes are always going to be fucking wild. Okay, so I'm just doing the basic thing. Thankfully, this actually mates up pretty well with the ears. They're pretty much flush with them. Have one of the ears over here, just subtle. Yeah, because it'll be behind the head. Okay. Now the eye, I would actually argue, is too far down, but it's okay because this is just a sketch. Right. Okay. Of course, got a freaking weird ass tail. They won't be able to see much of this in this version. Oops. Ah, that's alright. And of course the markings on that cheek. Alright. Trying to remember how her hair goes. Let me look. Okay, yeah, she just got one long tail. Oh yeah, I should probably go into her name and what the hell that's all about. So, like all the administrators we've met so far, their names are based on colours, like primary or just like basic colours. For example, we have Red, Administrator Red, which is basically what Mischievia becomes after the events of. So from this one you can probably guess because her names are just both anagrams of colours. Like for example, Nero is an anagram of Noir, which is black in French, and then Cabal is just an anagram of black. So yeah, she's the Archduke in black. So yeah, she's a representative of Plane 5. So she's with the administrative council that Seven has created too. So yeah, she's the Archduke in black. You got the King in yellow, of course. He's they're the overlord of the first plane, the plane 1. For plane 2, which is where all my games take place. We've got Administrator Red, and well, rather Administrator Red's the she's not the administrator per se. She's more just she's like this one. She's basically a representative. Whereas the administrator herself is just called Black. But she actually takes over on being this fella here. I know. I keep thinking of her as a guy for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, she basically takes over. She basically is taken over when the Queen of Shadows does her whole thing, but does so knowing she would be replaced, kind of thing. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the whole lore implications of that one because it's wild. Anyway, so yeah, that's the sketch done. Let's see, that took me about, I want to say like half an hour. Let me go back to my stream real quick since I don't do reference now. Now, usually the sketch should be a bit more full body. This is a pretty. This is very like I'm tempted just to make a mugshot sketch with this, and go and add the whole body underneath, which might be what I end up doing. But if I give you an example of another character who I've done this very same process with, here we go. Yeah. So, this might be easy to recognise if you see it from this angle. You might recognise this Demon Lord here, that is Red. And that is the drawing in Didifel with the wings out and everything, the big sword up here. And all that. So yeah, and this was what they basically used when I made the draft for the drawing itself. Oh wow. So usually when I do this I get a huge bunch of lead up my hand, but because I've been drawing very long, it hasn't really happened. And this pencil is just, I'm pretty sure it's HB. It's not very heavy. It's not a very heavy lead. If I was doing it with a like 6B or something, it would be something with like graphite along here, but it's only a little bit. So that's good. Cool. So I think that there are still a lot of blank pages in here. Now, of course, I don't have to draw that character. Oh yes, you might also, if you've been looking through my art, you might recognise, hang on, get around the right way so you guys can see. Oops, it's upside down, it's on the, okay. So yeah, you might recognise this one. It's Porum. It was the first proper art I did of Porum. The Lost Lamb of Eden. Hang on. But yeah. So I might just pick a picture I like from here and just go ham with it. Just having a quick look through all these. Done that one already. It's concept. Oh, look. Bonoy. Cute little bunny boy. It's one of Lumi's rabbits, I'm guessing. I think someone just asked me when I was at my art workshop, hey, Remy, you should draw a bunny. I'm like, okay. I drew this adorable bunny. It's very, very, very precious. People are like, man, Remi, you draw like all this edgy, toony shit. Can you not draw something cute for once? My brother in Christ, there it is. Ooh, this is tempting. It's been a while since I've drawn a good Sacred Blue. The last one I drew, it was fine, but I did not like the posing, because I was trying to do like, looking over the shoulder from the back thing, and I've always been pretty bad at those. But this one really demonstrates, like, that she's, yeah, still pretty powerful. You guys have a look at that. Yeah, yeah, Sacred Blue. She's always fun to draw, because of her fucking stupid windsock. I love drawing that windsock. So I'm just trying to look through here to see what else I got as far as drawings I could do. Ooh. Now, I've already drawn the Queen of Shadows so many times and so well. I kind of like to do characters that haven't really had a chance to really shine the spotlight yet. Like, Sacred Blue's gotten a lot of attention lately. Fido's gotten a good fucking image. Sperry's gotten good stuff. So, Ricky is one of the ones I would like to do a proper fucking art render of. Here's the one we started on. This one's nearer. This one's nearer. This is much more close to the posing I was kind of looking for. Now I could actually have her arm come out like that instead of like having it just down. So if anything, I'll probably use this one as the reference. Her head's a bit big or like wide. You see this problem I have? Same basic idea. I forgot the tail, and also her head's like way too. Yeah. Like if you look at the thing, like so this construction line thing does. This lack of construction line does cause problems. You'll notice that, yeah, the head is just boop, boop. It's very box-like. But I can fix that in post. And ultimately, it just is a matter of making it like that, just taller like that. Just giving it a bit more heft. And I'd have to do that anyway if I was going to draw in like the tail. You know. I do much prefer the facial expression, and that was smart. Like, instead of having the dark sclera, I just did the outline of the sniper eye, or the locator eye, whatever. Alright, let me change this music. And yeah, one of the major things about this character, I forgot to do in my last one, is she has got one of those, like, Black Rock shooter eyes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I can show you when I get back to my viewport on the PC. Turn that one off, turn this one on. Okay. So, I'll quickly show you what I mean. Okay, Mato, I believe her name was. Yeah, this one. Yeah. The reason I don't call this the Sans Eyes because Black Rock Shooter was doing it before it was before it was on the tail doing it. Yeah. It's actually one of the major inspirations for this character, probably. I haven't even watched this anime. I'm just trying to find a good fucking image of her. There we go. So yeah. Yeah. So people are like, oh my god, it's Sans Undertale inspired. It's like, no, it's the other way around. Or just not inspired at all. Like, cause I don't know what Toby Fox is into as far as anime goes, so I don't know how likely that is. Alright. Anyway, enough of that. Oops. Where's my sketch stream? Here we go. I have to make new fucking things for this. Also, if things seem a bit weird right now with my PC and all that and junk, just know I have recently had to reformat because my sound card basically decided, hey, I'm not going to work suddenly. And thankfully, reformat entirely fixed it. But, yeah, it was annoying. But yeah, there's my bizarre sketching process. So I'm sure you're asking, Remy, what are you gonna do now? Like, you're gonna do a thing with an image? You're gonna, like, show me how you, you're gonna show me how you, convert that shit to, you know, HD. And yeah, I fucking might. But I'm thinking I'm gonna do it with a character like Theory here. So, usually I do this with my phone. I take a picture of it. But since my webcam is pretty fucking good quality for shit like this, and the contrast will be easily captured, I'm just gonna move it into view of that. Grab the part I want, which is the front version. Well, both of them. Oh, and also the whole thing. Let me just... So, gotta move this up. Gonna balance it on my arm, like so. Don't need the bottommost image, it's gonna be necessary. And I'm gonna hit print screen. Man, really playing a risky game here. Not risky, just balancing act. Alright, so that should have done a screen capture. Let's see. Now if I turn on my stream, my game dev stream here, and turn this off. Please turn this off. There we go. And go into MS Paint here. Paste. There we go. Hey, look what we got in here. Now I can just go grab this. Okay, rotate it like so. Select all. This is only going to be used as a draft, doesn't have to be perfect. Open up Photoshop. And thankfully, when you have something in your clipboard, Photoshop will just automatically, when you say to make a new file, Photoshop will automatically adjust to the layer settings you demanded. So paste that in, Control V. Okay, and then we go levels. So this is only going to be a draft, basically just trying to use as an underlayer. Alright. Then what we can do is open up our side program. New file. Okay, same thing as you. It hasn't got my defaults because again, I've only recently reformatted this computer. This will be the first time I've done an art since that. People will be like, "Oh, so you're not going to be drawing a full-blown render of Nero after all, or Cabal?" And it's like, nope, because I didn't promise that. I just said I'd be drawing anime woman. That was always the thing. That's all I promised, is that there would be a drawing of anime woman. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be fucking really small because of the difference in resolutions from one, but all it means is it's going to be probably just as blurry as when my camera does it. So, who cares? And so yeah, and you've all basically seen to this point, for if you've been in a single drawing stream of mine before. Okay, draft folder. Now, thankfully, in my reformat, because it's all hosted on servers, I didn't actually lose my my settings for this program, Streamlabs. I just had to re-download it, and thankfully, because I have an account and it's all basically tied to my YouTube account, it just kept it all intact, which is good because you might notice there's a lot of like config I've got here. And I'm probably doing this in like the most scuffed way imaginable. Like for example, I've got like the one scene. I can make more scenes. I just have never done it. And I'll probably make switching between things. It's probably what I'm supposed to do, is like have different scenes with different things. Instead of just switching things on and off and all that like I do here. Ooh, whoops. But I am stupid. That's why other people do like the transitions between scenes as well. I just had no idea that was what you were meant to do, and I just had that revelation tonight. I'm like, huh. Well, that was. Because, yeah, I'm guessing if you just make a new scene, I'm just going to try it. First, I'm going to name this one filters. No. Rename. Okay, I'm going to do this to mainframe. Bah! What's that spelling? Alright, so I change it to mainframe. Then let's say if I put my preloader in there. Oh, not preloader. If I, whoops, sorry. And then I made another one. Let's duplicate this one. Yes, preloader. Okay, done. 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 Click it! Oh my god. The fuck? I love when things decide to work. Okay. Fuck's wrong with this? Wait, why is it frozen? No, it's being. Huh? Is it stupid? I can't close this now. What the fuck? Close? Oh, cool. That's awesome. I don't know. Oh, why is that being like that? Hang on. Can I get a fucking more advanced task manager, please? Jesus, dick. Here we go. Okay. Processes. Dab. Oof. Huh. That's interesting. That's really weird. Alright, I'm not fucking with these again. What the hell? I can't get rid of this little shit. Close. Minimize. There we go. Ah! Be gone, though. Oh my god, why won't it close? Okay, name scene, that's what it's called. Alright, let me open up the fucking thing again. Okay, N for name. That's bizarre. Aha! Fuck off. Sorry about that. That get rid of it? Nope. Name scene, okay. Apparently it's that one. Let's end ask, see what happens. That did not get rid of it. Hang on. See which one fluctuates it. What? Excuse you? God. Trying to fucking find. It is so scuffed. Can I please is it fucking to save me from the active? It is. Glorious. This might be the end of the stream. Wow, why don't I try to fuck with this now? Alright. Which is flux. Oh my, stop that! Why is it doing that? No, not that. What? This. Fucking this. saying it's this one, apparently. Maybe. Okay, end that task. That did nothing. Alright, can I send all these tasks, please? Well, looks like I just closed it down. You go off now. Why is there still this fucking border here? I hate it. Alright. Fold it up, please. Thank you. Oh, I hate this.